Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. It is the sequel to the vlog that I'm currently editing right now. It's on the pad, just waiting for my pad to update, and then I'll piece everything together that I recorded yesterday and upload it. So basically yesterday I did the London Bridges challenge for diabetes. I'd wanted to do it last year, but I couldn't get the day off. I was working and I didn't want to use annual leave to get the day off to do it. So yesterday was my last day off and I've booked annual leave today, realising that I actually in fact wouldn't be able to walk very much today. I thought it was going to be more down to leg ache and leg pain. It's actually more down to two massive blisters on my feet. I can give you a quick glimpse so it is gross. There's the first one in all its glory, lovely, and this one's not as bad, though it is just a ball of pus, so that should be fun when that comes out. So they're actually really sore, surprisingly enough, and I'm just going to take care of them, keep them clean, probably cover with a little bit of gauze, definitely some Germaline. Didn't every kid get covered in that when they were kids? So basically I'm uploading the vlog. I videoed every bridge. It should have been 12 bridges over 10 miles, but they cut one of the bridges out, so it was 11 bridges over 10 miles. I think they made one of the walks in the middle longer to compensate for the lack of a bridge, if you like, because you would have crossed that instead of walking along the river. So that was a bit of a shame that we didn't get to cross London Bridge. Of all the bridges, London Bridge was the one that we didn't cross. We did cross Tower Bridge before we finished. It was great. It was a great day out. I really enjoyed it, but this was an issue. We got a lot of warnings that there was going to be almost torrential downpour yesterday, so I wore walking boots rather than trainers, which was my original thought, and that was the worst thing I could have done. The last time I wore my walking boots, I should have thrown them away. In hindsight, I got blisters that day, but just ended up keeping them. And as it turns out, this is what's happened to my feet, wearing those and not trainers. And as it goes, there was no rain. So don't always believe the weather forecasts. Weather changes, obviously. Otherwise, it would always be hot or always be raining. So that was a bit of a shame that I got a lot of emails from diabetes, and they said bring your walking shoes and your rain max and everything like that. And I didn't need any of it. So that's a bit of a shame that I could have actually worn trainers, and I should have packed them in hindsight. This is a very hindsight video. I should have packed a spare pair of socks maybe and a spare pair of trainers. Let me just clean this. Is that better? But I didn't. So there we have it. This is what's happened. So this is kind of a video for next year's me. Hi, hope you're good. Yeah, pack trainers or wear trainers. If it's due to rain, don't worry about it. You'll get wet feet. Just have a change of whatever in a bag, and go from there. I was very fortunate that my girlfriend came to support me, and so did my mum. So when it came to the point of needing plasters and blister care, they were there. They met me en route. They met me after bridge number 2. You'll see from the videos that I kind of felt that it was going to be bad pretty early on, which is a shame. I wish I'd got at least halfway and struggled for the other half, but I probably struggled the best part of 3/4 of it. But like I said, it was brilliant and I loved it, and I will definitely do it again. I did it in just over 3 hours with the stops, and I stopped 3 or 4 times to move the plasters, add plasters, just try and shuffle my boots around a little bit, maybe make them looser. Nothing helped, unfortunately. But without the 3 or 4 stops, I would have done it in 2.5 hours easily. Maybe even quicker than that, who knows. So trainers next year, and go from there. I wore knee-length shorts, which was the best idea. I didn't want to wear jeans for chafing and things like that. I had an like a long sleeve undershirt, I think they're called, and a t-shirt, my diabetes t-shirt over the top, because they want to know who's walking and who isn't. And obviously there was a sea of blue, so you could follow other people if you felt you were getting lost. and it was just a great feel to it. Very friendly staff. The staff were amazing. I got quite emotional towards the end, probably less than a mile to go. My calves were really hurting. They tend to knot now, which is not great. They need a proper massaging out. They end up being the size of golf balls, and thankfully my girlfriend knows what she's doing. She's happy to lend a hand and help my aching legs, which was a massive help last night, and I probably feel 10 times better today because of that. So recovery is just as important as prep. I did the 1,000,000 step challenge as my prep, but it's still, you still don't ever walk 10 miles in a day in one go. Rarely. If you do, you're probably like a postman or something. But I don't walk 10 miles. I can do 10 miles in a day, but it's not a single stretch. So it is a bit of a shock to the system when you don't stop. But nonetheless, I loved it. And you guys can check out the vlog pretty soon. I'm going to edit it while I've got the day off. My daughter's in nursery. I'm just going to rest up with my legs, put some Germaline on it, maybe wrap them in some gauze, and try and prepare for work tomorrow, which I'm not looking forward to, purely because of the blisters. I can limp around work, that's not an issue, but I'm worried that these things are going to bleed, and if they bleed, I'm done, I'm going home. So you got to take care of number one. Take care of yourself, okay? Self-preservation. Nobody else will. You got to look after yourselves, and that's the most important part. But yeah, just a shout out to the staff yesterday, the people near the end. I got a massive cuddle from a man who gave me my medal. Thank you for that. That cuddle was lovely and much appreciated. In hindsight, I probably should have gone to the first aid tent and just seen what they could have done for my feet. Maybe they might have had a spray or bandaged it correctly, so I could have got home with no extra chafing and rubbing. But I just didn't think about it. I didn't think it was a big deal, just a couple of blisters. But seeing them today, it probably would have been the best thing to do. So, thumbs up to the organisers. It was a great team thing to do. We all sort of helped each other out, cheered each other on, helped each other up and down the many steps that there are. I was a bit naive in that sense. Obviously, bridges aren't at sea level, they are higher, so you get over the river. And I didn't account for the steps, and I think that's probably why my calves have pulled. Because there is a lot of steps up and down. So, there you go. Yeah, thank you for clicking on this. Like I said, it will be coming. Watch it. You can gradually see the pain on my face. The pace at which I'm walking slows down, obviously. And but there are some great photos that I took and some great video footage. So, give it a check. Give it a like. Subscribe if you want. And I'll see you guys soon.